There are machines that deal with the market, and there are other machines that dominate it. There are bots that follow the price, and there are other bots that force the price to move. Today, I'm not showing you an expert advisor. I'm showing you a weapon. In this video, you'll see a mechanical intelligence that, with just 296 trades in 4 years, turned 10,000 euros into 185,000 euros with a total drawdown of only 28% and working on a single instrument, euro-dollar on the H1 timeframe. It doesn't scalp the market, it doesn't beg for profits, it simply waits, accumulates, and then devastates the market. This isn't just any machine, it's the machine called AC1. Don't ask me why it's called that, that's just the name that came to me. Welcome everyone, I'm Andrea, your automated trader, and if you like what I do, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to always stay up to date. This is episode 5 of my series Money Machines. Every single machine in my portfolio is like a soldier, trained for years, forged through drawdowns, crashes, and wild markets. Some fire in bursts, others do guerrilla warfare, but this AC1 is a bit like a sniper, silent, motionless, and deadly. It doesn't chase the price, it doesn't beg the market, it simply waits for the market to make a mistake and then punishes it. It operates on an H1 time frame, both long and short, and has an average trading frequency of about 1 trade per week. Few trades, but each trade is like a bullet in financial warfare. Now I'll explain the logic to you. No smoke and mirrors, no fairy tales, just pure surgical brutality. The AC1 observes the market the way a predator watches its prey. The expert studies the previous day, memorizing the high and low of the previous session. Then it waits. It doesn't act on emotion, it isn't afraid of missing out, it waits for the real breakout of the previous session's high or low. If it breaks yesterday's high, it goes long. If it breaks yesterday's low, it goes short. Sounds easy, right? But this is exactly where most human traders fail. The real power isn't the signal itself, because as you've seen, it's a very simple signal. The real power is using the signal in the right context. The AC1 only operates after days of strong compression, when the market is tight, nervous, and doesn't know which way to go. Basically, it's like a ticking time bomb ready to explode. And when the market explodes, my AC1 is already in, ready to make profits. Then there's a detail that really changes everything. There is no take profit. This expert doesn't close because it's already made enough profit. It simply closes because it's time to close, like a verdict. At that time, the positions are closed. This makes it relentless, disciplined, and successful when the real trades come. This AC1 is not a machine for the weak. It's not for those who want to see green every day, and it's definitely not for those who panic at the first drawdown. It's aggressive, selective, and ruthless. Ah, yes. As usual, before I get any comments saying that I don't use experts or that it's not true they run live, this is my usual WPS that you always see, where I have my live account, and the first expert here is exactly this one, AC1 V2 euro-dollar. So you can see that it's included in the portfolio I use live. So now let's take a look at how this expert has performed over the past few years. So let's run a test. You see AC1 euro-dollar on the euro-dollar H1 from 2022 up to today. Obviously, we'll do it tick by tick on real ticks because we need to be quite precise. Even though we know that between using this method and the OHLC1 method, with the bots I make, it changes relatively little. But we want to be precise, so we'll use the most accurate option we have, which is every tick on real ticks. Let's go ahead and start the test. All right, the test is finished. Let's take a look at the results. As we can see, the expert started from 10,000, then went up, experienced a bit of a drawdown, had a sideways phase here, and then started to perform much better. Clearly, the best part was from May 2025 until around October, when we were at the highs. This happened because during this period, there was a lot of news, especially related to America, with Trump imposing tariffs, then not imposing them, a whole series of information that moved the market violently. So every time the euro-dollar exploded, we caught it and went to take these big profits. Then we had a period of drawdown, which is normal. It happens to all experts. And here, with just one trade, we basically recovered more than half of the drawdown. And this is the trade that we also saw in my weekly report. Let's take a look at the actual numbers. So we started with 10,000, we earned 175,000, so we ended up with 185,000 in the end, as I told you at the beginning of the video. Relatively low drawdowns were under 30%, so let's say it's a good expert. Few trades because, as we saw at the beginning of the video, we have only 296 trades, about one per week, since this expert specifically looks for that condition that occurs after a strong compression day on the euro dollar. Here you can see all the other data. In any case, it's a good expert. It's not exceptional, but it's a good expert. We have a profit factor of 1.70, so that's quite respectable, let's say. So at this point, one might ask, but why do you keep this expert in your portfolio? Because this is a steel strong expert on the euro dollar. I don't need it for recreational trading, but I need it for a specific mission. I need it precisely to dominate the moments of strong directionality on this pair. When the market decides to really take off, this expert rides the wave. And it's precisely those moments that end up shifting the equity of the entire portfolio, as we've seen, right? Now you understand the reason why I keep this expert in my portfolio. It's not a like-generating machine, it's not a demo machine, it's a statistical war machine. In automated trading, you don't win by using mediocre signals. You win by creating elite machines like these, tested to exhaustion and deployed with surgical precision. If you really want to understand how my machines are created, stay tuned and watch this series because we're only at the beginning. We're just warming up the engines. And if you found this video useful, send it to a friend on WhatsApp because that's how important information gets around. See you in the next video.